Hello guys, my name is Craig and welcome to Peri Solutions. In today's video, we're going to be looking at solving problems using quadratic equations, right? But before we start, please make sure that if you're new to my channel, you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new videos. So to start off, I shall attempt the following questions, and these questions are going to help us see how we apply quadratic equations when solving weight problems like these. So, looking at number one, firstly, we're told that the length of a rectangle exceeds the width by 7 centimeters. So, if we try and just visualize to see what is happening, we've drawn our rectangle here, and then the length is said to be exceeding the width by 7 centimeters. So, if we let the width be x, right, it means the length will be x plus 7, right? Then we're told that the area is 60 square centimeters. We're asked to find the length of the rectangle. So we're simply saying length of a rectangle, area of a rectangle being given by length times width, right? 60 will be equal to length x plus 7 times width x. So 60 is equal to x times x squared plus x times 7, 7x. So if we take this 60 to the left hand side, we're saying 0 is equal to x squared plus 7x minus 60. Then we can solve that quadratic equation. And obviously here we can use the method of solving by factorization. So we see that if we multiply the first term and the last term, we've got a minus 60x squared. So the two factors that we need, that when we multiply them, they give us minus 60x squared, and when we add them, they give us 7x squared. This is 12x and minus 5x. Right, so we're simply saying 0 is equal to x squared plus 12x minus 5x minus 16. Such that 4-term expression, if we factor out x, we get x plus 12. Then here we factor out minus 5, we get x plus 12. So this will be x plus 12 times x minus 5. Right, 0 there. And obviously from this step, we're now saying either x plus 12 is equal to 0 or x minus 5. X minus 5 is equal to 0. So x here, we take the positive 12 to the right hand side, that becomes minus 12, or x is equal to, we take the negative 5 to the right hand side, that becomes a positive 5. But we know that we can't take the length of the rectangle to be negative, so definitely the length, so we discard this value and we take x to be equal to 5. So the length is given by x plus x plus 7. Let me write Lx plus 7, which is 5 plus 7. So 12 centimeters is the length of the rectangle. That's how we calculate the length of the rectangle. Then now moving on to number 2. So allow me to erase this. Okay, so moving on to number 2, we're told that Wasa buys x eggs at x minus 8 cents each, and x minus 2 bread rolls at x minus 3 cents each. So if the total bill is $1.75, how much eggs did he buy? Right, so we're simply saying that we're told that Wasa buys x egg at x minus 8 cents each. So the total cost of those 8 eggs would be x times x minus 8, by then plus x minus 2 bread rolls at x minus 3 cents each. It means the total cost of those bread rolls would be x minus 2 times x minus 3. And this should be equal to $1.75, which you can write as 175 cents. Right, so now if you remove these brackets here, x times x squared minus 8 times x, 8x, then plus x times x squared, x times minus 3, that's minus 3x, then minus 2 times x, that's minus 2x, then minus 2 times minus 3, minus and minus, that's plus 6. Then that should be equal to 175. So if we group like terms, we've got x squared, so x squared plus x squared, then minus 8x minus 3x minus 2x, minus 8x minus 3x minus 2x, then we've got plus 6, and we can take this plus 75 right to the left hand side so that we can have a quadratic equation. So if we simplify these, x squared plus x squared, we get a 2x squared, then minus 8 minus 3 minus 2x, that is minus 18x. Right, then plus 6 minus 175, that's minus 169. That should be equal to 0. And of course here we can't really simplify anything, but what we can do is that we can try and find the factors. If we say 2 times 169, right, divided by, yes, that is correct. So if we solve this by factorization, of course we could use the quadratic formula if you choose to do so. By solving by factorization, you multiply those two, you get minus 338x squared. So the factors that you need are minus 26x and 13x. So that you get minus 30x when you add those two. So if we substitute the same 2x squared minus 26x plus 13x minus 169 is equal to 0. And if you split the 4-term expression, here if we factor out 2x, we remain with x minus 18. Then plus, here if you factor out 13, also remain with x minus 18. Then that should be equal to 0. So if we factor out x minus 18, right, we end up getting 2x plus 13. 2x plus 18. Then we equate that to 0. So now we know that either x minus 18 is equal to 0, or 2x plus 13 is equal to 0. So now solving for x, we take this to the right hand side, x will be equal to 13. Or if we take this to the right hand side, 2x will be equal to minus 13. And dividing both sides by 2, x will give us a negative result, but we can't get a negative result if we need the amount of x that we want. So we discard the solution and we take x to be equal to 13. But remember, these are the amount of eggs that we want. So this implies that Wasa got 13 eggs. This is the solution that we need. Alright, so this was just simply applying quadratic equations to solve word problems. Right? So please feel free to leave a comment, drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.